Alright, so I have two powerful pool cleaning robots behind me. One of them is cheaper and more powerful, and the other one has more features, but cost over $1,000 more. This is the Aiper Scuba X1 Pro Max versus Beatbot AquaSense 2 Ultra. Today, we're putting them head to head. I'm talking about floor cleaning, wall cleaning, waterline cleaning, the whole works. Which one comes out on top and which one will earn your hard-earned cash? Stick around. Let's find out which one is the better robot.
Starting with raw power, I ran both on the dirtiest section of my pool. The Aiper was set to hero mode, and right away, you could see it carving visible lines, like clean lines across the floor. One pass, stripe. Another pass, another stripe. Beatbot, on the other hand, struggled. With heavier debris, it made contact, but you could tell it wasn't as strong. It needed 2, if not 3 passes to make the same effect that Aiper did. That goes to show you, more money doesn't equal more power. Here's something I'll give Beatbot credit for. The cleaning path is predictable. It does one full vertical pass and another horizontal pass. Now, when it comes to the waterline, I actually got a shocker. While Aiper aggressively cleaning the waterline with no problem, the Beatbot was struggling to grab onto the wall. And to even prove it, I attached some dirt on the side of the wall to see if they could get rid of it. Aiper grabbed that little leaf with no problem, but the Beatbot did not even touch that leaf. Like, you can see that the rollers that are supposed to be grabbing and cleaning dirt are not even making contact. I do want to point out, when Beatbot climbs the wall to reach the waterline, it goes up diagonally and straightens out once he reaches the top. With Aiper, it goes straight up and straight down. So I thought it was interesting to point that out. I don't know if it makes a difference, but again, the result was solid from Aiper. Let's talk about surface cleaning. I dumped in some dirt that I thought would float on the pool and watched both bars go to work. Aiper did a solid job skimming. It was swallowing everything in sight. Both robots have a top port that opens to let debris in, but Beatbot has those side brushes, which I thought was going to outwork Aiper in this category, but nope. The side brushes were pushing debris away instead of pulling them in. To my eyes, they were either useless or working against the machine. I'd see debris floating away instead of rushing in. I feel like it was meant to do that, but it wasn't working right. That was disappointing. Both of these robots offer app control, but here's the reality. Once they are on the water, you can't really use those features. With Beatbot, you need to preset everything before dropping it in. Once it is in the water, that fancy dashboard you call your phone is not gonna do much. Aiper has the Hydrocomb Pro add-on, which lets you communicate with the robot underwater, but I didn't get to test that. So Aiper, where's that Hydrocomb? Send it my way. Come on. Without it, app features are limited too. Filtering is where Aiper steps up again. After the session, I pulled both robots out and opened the bins. Beatbot caught the large debris, leaves, sticks, those kind of stuff. But the fine particles, not so much. Aiper's filter was packed with tiny debris and dust that you couldn't catch on any other robot vacuums. Thanks to its micro mesh ultra fine filter, which they claim grabs particles as small as 3 microns. So I'm guessing that means it picks up the black stuff, the grimes. And I also love how I could take out the filters separately on the Aiper and hose them off. And all the dirt and the grimes that Aiper collected, they come right off. Both vacuum gives you a 15-minute window to grab them out of the water after cleaning. But on top of that, Beatbot comes with a remote control that lets you manually control the robot on the surface. When I say remote control, I mean on the app. That's actually pretty useful, especially if you want to spot clean or guide it without dealing with the app. You can only use it while the robot is skimming on top of the water. Keep that in mind. So Beatbot has the better app, Aiper has the better cleaning and filtration system, and that's the thing that really sealed it for me. Beatbot is over $1,200 more expensive than Aiper. But is it worth $1,200 better? Honestly, no. Take a look at these results from my test and let me know your thoughts in the comment below. You're paying for more sensors and fancy features that don't always translate into better cleaning. Aiper is just straight up strong and more effective. And for most people, including me, that's the win. If you want pure performance, deep suction, heavy dirt pickup, and better filtration, the Aiper Scuba X1 Pro Max is the one to get. If you want more features, smart features, and predictability, and you don't mind spending more, Beatbot is not a bad choice. Plus, hey, you get to brag that you spent $3,000 on a pool robot. But for me, I'm choosing the one that leaves the stripes and the dirt and doesn't leave my wallet gasping for air. Click the link below and grab your Aiper Scuba X1 Pro Max today. I'll see you guys next time.